Before we dive into the questions we received, I'd like to ask for your help in reaching my goal of 25,000 followers on the platform formerly known as Twitter, now called X if you prefer. To me, it will always be Twitter, out of tradition. Just hit the follow button and feel free to send a direct message if you have any questions. This helps avoid bot interference and unwanted ads in the DMs. Now, regarding what's been trending on Twitter, one of the questions raised was about which team has the better general manager, the Cowboys or the Mavericks. The Cowboys have done an impressive job, but it's important to mention that Jerry is the one running things. Just imagine being the most controversial management group in the Dallas area. Nico hasn't stood out, and it almost feels intentional whenever he speaks. It's even more surprising than before. For me, the answer is the Cowboys. The gap between them and the Mavericks is significant, which is surprising. The next question touched on the possibility of selecting a cornerback in the second or third round, as shown in some of the mock drafts we've discussed. What do we think of Jordan Hancock from Ohio State as a nickel replacement for Jalen? With 7 day 3 picks, all starting at pick 149, taking 2 cornerbacks seems like a sensible strategy. It's not a problem. It's actually a smart move. It's all about selecting the best player available. This isn't just about plugging in immediate starters, but about picking athletes you truly value right now. I see Jordan Hancock as a solid 5th round pick at number 163 overall. He has intriguing potential, and if players like Upton Stout or Jacob Parrish are off the board, Hancock becomes a strong option. He could be a solid nickel corner, and I would support drafting 2 at the position. This same approach can be applied across other positions. For example, you might take 2 linebackers on day 3 or 2 running backs, one in the 3rd round and another in the 6th. It's totally viable. An interesting feature was introduced through the platform's contribution option, which allows for support outside of the live streams. Just click the contribution icon, edit your message, and send whatever you'd like. It's very much appreciated. Any contribution will be acknowledged, and if it happens during the draft, your message will be mentioned in the next live show. One viewer said they loved the content and asked what would happen if the team didn't trade the first pick and instead took a wide receiver. What would they need to do with their day 3 picks to move up into the 4th round? It's possible to bundle 5th rounders to trade up. However, if you want to keep that valuable 5th round pick, it gets trickier. It is still feasible to get back into the 4th. I'm curious how teams value this draft class overall. Do they see day 3 as promising? Would they rather have more picks? Could you trade down in the 2nd or 3rd round to secure a 4th? Not trading in the 1st round makes it harder to gain assets since those are high value. You can combine some day 3 picks, but you can't just trade all your 6s and 7s for a 4th. That rarely works. Even if the numbers match a trade chart, it's not how teams operate. So what will the strategy be in round 1? N4. No trade, U to move up, D to move down. Leave your predictions in the comments. And remember, the contribution feature is available. I'm referring to the updated trade value chart for this. It makes moving up in trades more affordable than in older models that teams rarely use anymore. The approximate trade value aligns with an early 3rd round selection. Still, a team might lowball an offer, though that's not the norm. On the other hand, a team might overpay, like last year when one team exceeded trade value expectations to move up. That early 3rd round value is what we're looking at here, especially for a team with pick 19. They might combine pick 84 with a 4th rounder. Based on the chart, that could land them both a 3rd and 4th round pick. Whether either side agrees remains to be seen, but that's the approximate value. When thinking about which wide receiver is the safest versus the riskiest to draft in the 1st round, this comes down to bust potential. What if they don't meet expectations? The safest option seems to be someone like Mecca Ibuka. He might not have a sky-high ceiling, but he looks like a reliable WR2. Think of someone like Robert Woods. That role holds real value. Ibuka appears to have fewer glaring weaknesses, though some still question whether he has that elite WR1 trait. On the flip side, the riskiest picks could be Golden or Burton. Both come with noticeable flaws. Burton's profile raises red flags, particularly due to offensive issues at Missouri. That leads to a key question. Is he just a gadget guy, or can he run a complete route tree? With the right coaching, he could explode, much like Deebo Samuel did. I'm not saying they're the same, but similar concerns existed with Rashid. Rice, low average depth of target, but outstanding after the catch. Golden's production statistically might be among the weakest for a first rounder. Still, his ceiling is massive. Look at what Debo became. Again, not the same players, but Rashid Rice sparked the same doubts. He was a low ADOT guy who thrived once he had the ball. Golden's numbers might be underwhelming, but I still have both Golden and Burden ranked higher than Achuka. I think their growth potential is far greater. For me, both are among the top 20 players in this class. As names start coming off the board and teams cross off guys who don't fit their needs, assuming Burden is still there, I'd probably value him more than most. He'd become one of the top 5 available at pick 12. Golden, in my opinion, is the obvious choice in that debate. Today's content is sponsored by a revolutionary platform that transforms sports knowledge into real money. With millions of users, this app makes fantasy sports accessible and fun for everyone. You pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to multiply your investment by up to 2,000x. Get in the game all season, whether it's basketball playoffs or seasonal football and baseball. This is your last chance to add your favorite. Players focusing on points, rebounds, and assists. Choose more or less and try to multiply your stake today. It's the best way to profit while enjoying sports. Join millions and sign up now. I'm taking less on all 3 of these athletes today. I don't think the Lions offense will produce that much, so I'm taking less on Jared Goff's passing yards and also on Travis Kelce's receiving yards, since Rashid Rice should command a good share now that he's healthy. I also doubt the Commanders want Jaden Daniels running a lot, so I'm going less there too. The flex option gives me room for 1 miss and still provides a return. Don't forget to download the app today. Use a promo code to instantly get $50 after submitting your first $5 entry. That's $50 instantly after your first $5 lineup. The link will be in the comments and in today's description. As for the Tigers, who this year's version of their past pick could be, that question's been asked a lot. By definition, it wouldn't be a super talented Michigan player whose production hasn't matched expectations. But I do believe that's the analogy. Last year's pick filled a lesser need with a player who wasn't exactly first round material. Strangely, I like the idea. I think it could be someone I admire. Not sure an offensive lineman fits here. Nothing would truly shock me unless there was a trade down. That would shake everything up. Would you consider selecting 2 running backs, given our current ones aren't at their best? I would. One is explosive, the other more physical. I like the idea of having both for key plays, explosiveness on early downs, toughness when needed. They could get the job done, but I wouldn't be upset with a double pick, especially with this draft's depth. Why do people keep trying to trade for a quarterback? It's simple. They don't know what they're talking about. There's a reason no one realistically links this team to one, despite all the uncertainty. It doesn't make sense. There's no valid football reason to trade a quarterback right now. Spending millions only to not have a quarterback on the roster after hiring a coach who fits your quarterback just doesn't add up. You don't hire your quarterback's offensive coordinator and then say, okay, let's trade the quarterback. It's nonsense. The only explanation is pure sensationalism. And while strange decisions happen, they don't happen that often anymore. That's where my thoughts are focused. So, how confident are you in Dak Prescott? Rated from 1 to 10, Jariah Jones is today's standout. He really pops in space. Just blows past you. What a pick. Great track, too. Is that Smashing Pumpkins? I think so. Wait, no, it's Rush. That was the other band. Either way, a fantastic choice. And now, take care of your health. Trading for a veteran running back might be a smart move. If you don't draft one early, that likely means many went in rounds 1 through 3. Those teams might now have a surplus and could be open to a deal. That's where I'd look. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Isaiah Rodgers, the former Dallas Cowboys player, recently opened up about his decision to leave the team and the regrets that have followed. In a candid interview, Rodgers admitted that he wished he had stayed with the Cowboys, acknowledging that his departure was a mistake in hindsight. His comments have captured the attention of fans and analysts alike. shedding light on a decision that, at the time, seemed to be a natural progression in his career. Rodgers, who had spent several years with the Cowboys, spoke about the emotional and professional struggles he faced after leaving the team. He explained that while the move was made with the intent of seeking new opportunities, he soon realized that the Cowboys offered a unique environment for growth that was difficult to replicate elsewhere. The team's culture, coaching staff, and his personal connection with the fan base made him feel at home, and he now sees how much he thrived under the Cowboys system. Reflecting on his time in Dallas, Rodgers recalled the sense of family and camaraderie that existed in the locker room. There was something special about that team, he said. The chemistry, the way the coaches believed in us, and the way the fans supported us. It was a bond that I didn't realize I would miss so much. He also credited the Cowboys coaching staff with helping him improve as a player, offering guidance that he felt was invaluable to his development. After his departure, Rodgers struggled to find the same level of success and consistency in his career. His new team, although supportive, couldn't offer the same stability that Dallas had provided. It didn't take long for Rodgers to come to terms with his regret. Looking back, I should have given it more time. I left because I was looking for something more. But I had everything I needed right there with the Cowboys, he confessed. Rodgers' admission has resonated with many Cowboys fans, who have always viewed him as a key part of the team's defense. While his departure may have been seen as a fresh start at the time, it is now clear that the decision did not play out as expected. His story serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of professional sports and the difficult decisions that players face as they navigate their careers. For now, Isaiah Rodgers is focused on the future, but remains grateful for the time he spent with the Cowboys. Now, it was a great chapter of my life, and even though I left, I will always look back on it fondly, he concluded. His reflections may offer closure to those who followed his journey, and may also serve as a lesson to others in the sport about the value of loyalty and finding the right fit within a team. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.